anyone, but the fact of the matter is, recently, I saw someone representing themselves as being a spiritual master, and they were chanting their japa. Now, we had discussed about japa in a class earlier, and we gave different examples of how people did japa. I think, Balaram, you said dive bomber japa, where you're chanting, and then all of a sudden you start to fall asleep. So you're like, Krishna, like that. So I watched this particular devotee. I don't want to mention him. He's a sort of an elected guru type. I was curious to see, because he said, I'm going to chant my Gayatri mantra. He announced it. And then I'm going to chant my japa for 2 hours with everybody. I thought, well, geez, let me tune in and maybe I'll chant along with him. So it took him about 15 minutes to chant his Gayatri. I know that was, I thought to myself, that's a long time. I waited because I wanted to hear the japa. And I'm not kidding, Prabhus, and I'm not trying to, again, fault find, but as soon as he started chanting japa, what happened? It became dive bomber japa. I go, wait a minute. You should at least chant for 10 or 15 minutes before you start to nod out. He started to nod out right away. And then he did, I'm listening because there are a lot of us who have experienced, I used to have different people when I was at the temple in Toronto, I had like Jayapataka come. I never saw him chant his rounds, by the way. And when I did, it was less, and same with another Prabhu that was the GBC at the time. He would come, he couldn't finish the mantras. That used to agitate me to no end, because all of us were trying to chant. We had a Sankirtan bus. All the devotees, we would chant together and all work on Hare Krishna. It was the old style of trying to pound your mind into chanting the holy name, repeating all the words, not leaving out 1/3 of the mantra. Hare Krishna. He couldn't get past the Hare Krishnas. He got into the Ramas, and then he would just stumble out of them. Ram, 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 Krishna, Krishna, Ram, 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 Ram. What the heck is this? This so-called Acharya guru is chanting like that? When you hear Prabhupada's japa tapes, everyone, you tell me if you can't hear Prabhupada enunciate and pronounce every word. Every day I listen to Prabhupada's chanting at this ashram, every day. And I try to just follow in his footsteps. So this today is Jayananda's disappearance day, and it's a great celebration today.